careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Is that a good thing?
We have something of a mystery.
That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Dirthsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word. For covenant. Like a promise. Or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow. Then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and Warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden.
I know this is bad, but it means we have a lead.
Yes, but one that points within.
If Weishaupt knew about it, they never told me. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
You really get me.
Oh, it's a long story. You've done a lot for the city. Let's see if I can return the favor. Keep safe out there.
Need and knowledge. Ah, hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
The Lords of Fortune have a reputation as boisterous treasure hunters in Navarra. Not to mention traveling with Varric. The adventures you've already had.
I guess I have had some pretty great times.
Oh, I'd love to hear about more of them.
Really?
Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis,
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Just cremate me.
I feared that might be your answer.
Why? Need the spare parts?
I'm always here to discuss proper burial options. Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
What happened to the salt brew? Bona made a deal with the prince. Then he tried to cut him back out. That's
Huh. Some kind of fabulous treasure buried in the city.
Oh, that. A local myth. Turns up every few years. Details differ, but the essence remains the same. Though the sell's a little harder than usual.
What really happened at the Swan? Witness spills secrets.
Why don't you care about us?
Those missing buskers performed here. Let's see what we can find. Wine. A lot of it.
Smells like Silent Plains Paquette. A regular order for Venatori.
They were here for a while, drinking. Waiting for... what? Let's check outside. See where they went. That's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt? No busker would leave their instrument behind. Strings are broken. Somebody knocked this instrument around.
Bring home something to remember us by.
Wine. Probably a cheap vintage. Not the same as the wine inside. I think the buskers drank out here. All right. The Venatori are drinking inside. They have a signal for when the buskers finish. The buskers go outside for a drink. They're distracted. Then the Venatori ambush them and haul them away. So we don't know why yet, but we know where the buskers were taken. The lookout.
Did you see what it said in the paper?
Dragon driven from Manratha Street.
I finished out the list.
Let's find those buskers. Stay ready, though. The Venatori are playing rough. Another candle hop. Still warm. Whoever was on watch just left. Dead. He's Venatori, not one of the buskers.
Stabbed in the back. Poorly.
Empty. Where are they? A restaurant pamphlet. The garden. Mentions performers.
Carelessness or a trap? Maybe both.
We could approach the garden from the rooftops. That'll give us some cover. We still need to save the buskers. But if this is a trap, let's be smart about it.
I dreamed about strawberry tarts last night.
Fun. And you're telling me this because...
Because the whole dream thing's still new to me. Also, you were there. You stole my tarts.
Are you mad at me for something I did in a dream?
No.
Well, There's other ways to get into the catacombs.
How often do you think people get lost down there?
So you came in one morning and the desk was done. You think what she was researching?
Not far from the garden. That's not a coincidence. Let's go in and see if there's any sign of what happened to the buskers.
Apparently, if one dreams of cake, tarts, or sweets, it symbolizes celebration or togetherness. And if someone takes your cake or tart, it's a warning of separation.
This is about that dream where I took your strawberry tart.
Tarts. You
Someone wasn't spending much on their wine.
Well, then.
What can I get you?
Have you seen any buskers from Docktown today?
Ha! I heard those songbirds had gone missing.
The Venatori had plans. I set them straight.
We followed a lead here. So could the Venatori.
All right. They're below. Just make it quick before someone sees you.
Pick your poison. We have several. You're always welcome.
Look up there.
Everything built up around the docks here.
Hello? Who goes there? So, are you a fellow felon?
Call me Rook. I've been looking for missing buskers.
Lex Aulos, street balladeer, and sworn enemy of the Venatori, apparently.
How did you piss them off?
Well, say I'd composed a catchy but searing satirical ballad with rhymes for vainglory and excretory, and then tot said ballad to every performer in town.
And that would do it.
Well, thanks to you and the owner's entirely legitimate seaway access, we live to compose another day. I'll send word to the other performers in hiding. Adieu, Rook. Our ballad needs another verse that mentions you.
dies next. Latest chapter of Ophidian Hall. Read it now.
The note mentioned a bridge near here. No harm looking.
Take your time with it. Is it true the Aunt Tom had antennae?
Apparently, if one dreams of cake, tarts, or sweets, it symbolizes celebration or togetherness. And if someone takes your cake or tart, it's a warning of separation.
This is about that dream where I took your strawberry tart.
Tarts. You definitely stole more than one.
So, you bought that book we saw in Minrathous about the ancient wisdom of dreams or similar bunk?
Maybe.
A ruined tower by the water. Huh.
Toy with me. You've got a listed citizen.
I don't know.
A key. Well, this is promising.
An ancient door? I think I might have seen one while scouting the city.
Watch for danger ahead. Don't want to end up like that poor soul. An ambush. Something feels off about this trade-off.
How
your turn.
That's a quick run.
They really didn't want us getting through that door.
Good to go again.
Oh, what is that smell? What a miserable way to go. The desperate being lured down here by the promise of riches. Only to find death. A treasure hunt. Someone took the game and twisted it. They didn't sell it as an adventure. They sold it as a way out. There's a demon feeding off the desperate in Minrathous, manipulating them. And those who don't listen, die. Evidence points to the catacombs. The rest is on us.
You're a mage. Do dreams actually mean anything?
Maybe. It's all tied to emotion, thought, secrets. On my...
Got it!
That's one for Rook.
Oh, good.
Nothing in our way now.
I have felt you move against me. Anything else to give such a fuck. Condition.
You've been toying with the people of Ducktown.
I announce They come seeking. I give them something to do when their world is cruel. People do such fun things when they're desperate.
About to have a problem.
With all that's happened, I can see how a demon of desperation woke up here. It could feed on the city and make things worse.
But it's gone, and anyone else it was manipulating now has a chance.
Nev, you all right?
Yeah. Hate that the damn thing was here, but this was a good win.
tunnels are endless, aren't they?
Oh, how'd you get that?
They've been used to store food during war and blight. Kept Minrathous alive more than once. But that was never the whole story. There's secrets older than the city itself down here. Back in the crossroads. Still feels like one false step could send you anywhere.
The voices again.
Places between.
You're a mage. Do dreams actually mean anything?
Maybe. It's all tied to emotion, thoughts, secrets. Our minds go places in the Fade that resonate for one reason or another. Fear, anger, hope. The Fade responds to these things.
So they do mean something.
Sure, but they only make sense to the dreamer. There are no rules.
Your masters bid you destroy!
That one!
Not too bad.
Done!
Covered.
Another Fen'Harel altar.
For the gods of Tevinter!
We got company.
That's got it.
Shooting for us!
Got us at range.
Whatever you say. Time to clean up!
That's another barrier down.
Nearby.
You got him.
Venatori are after.
Ready to go!
That wolf statuette. We've seen them before. Better keep it safe.
Okay, listen. I've made a list of things to do in Minrathous. First, there's the Moonlight Bazaar.
Overpriced trinkets, and the tonics are half water.
Fine, but what about the new play? Bitter Wine, Bitter Blood.
Bad reviews. And the playwright might be a Venatori.
Plumeria? It's a restaurant.
That only serves mages.
That's a...
We sail.
Anyway, where was I? Plumeria?
The deeper currents.
Ranged incoming!
Well, that's done. Under fire! Watch it! How's that?
Coming at range!
Got us at range. Watch it!
They're aiming for us! Look at those elven ruins. I'm still getting used to the idea they once lived here.
It's another of those statuettes. The memory fragments.
Just out in the open?
Ambush!
Aha! I knew it! Don't just stand there!
Statue was a fake. But if the fade is mostly reflections of something else, the real one could be close. The Antom are trying to cut us off!
Let's see what they're defending!
Look right. Something's ready.
Ready to go again.
Made it for that one.
Gotta move.
And another Fen'Harel altar. There. I'd say that's where we're headed.
Company, get ready.
They're at range.
tell this statuette is the real thing. A memory fragment. And not just because it was very well guarded.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
I don't know what to say, Lace. I can't even imagine.
I served in the Inquisition. I know terrible things happen in war.
The Titans were the size of mountains. I doubt the elves were winning their fight. He considered this the cost.
Fear and guilt make people do stupid.
To do such a thing. No wonder.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The Song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we, I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Gillanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
So we've got all the Dreadwolf's deep dark secrets. Anything we can use?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
That gives us something to start from. Algernon and Gillenane are the two big problems right now, but when Solus makes his move, we'll be ready.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
I can't believe you're asking for a favor as though nothing...
What crapped in your bed?
Sorry, didn't know you two were in the middle.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
It's a figure...
Deep breaths, Emmerich.
Above what?
First, a bone thredder is an extremely delicate... It's Emmerich, Tash. My name is Emmerich, not Death Mage, not Corpse Guy, not... I won't repeat the rest.
What? You are a death mage.
Why are all my attempts to converse with you met with scorn? What have I done to you, Tash?
You talk about corpses too much.
It's a rich topic.
No, you make a move like they're alive, but they smell wrong and they move.
Oh.
Especially the ones with skin still on them.
I figured you two would butt heads at some point.
Then I do wish you'd said something.
Yeah. Where were you?
I don't... You two can't gang up on me. You dragged me into this.
Too late. You're here now.
I'd no idea necromancy upset you so deeply, Tash. Quite on.
I don't. But I could have said it with...
Of course I do. We're colleagues.
Okay. Sorry I...
You two could still learn things together you'd never find out alone. Emmerich, you clearly find talking about dragons boring.
What? How? Who doesn't like dragons?
Aren't you curious why Tash likes them as much as you like necromancy?
The question crossed my mind.
And maybe Emmerich could help demystify magic, Tash.
Maybe he could share a little.
I'd be happy to.
Thought... Lace?
Hey, Rook. What's up?
You're upset.
But I'm not...
You've been sitting in here by yourself. It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
I'd feel like punching Solus.
It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. We have to stop him. Too much is at stake. We all know that. The Inquisitor, you. I know it's not about the past. It's about the future. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Lace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dread Wolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dread Wolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine?
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the Mythal was a... And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly, until once again she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
If your Mythal returned in Morrigan, we need your help with fighting the gods.
And here I am, as you may notice. But there is something I must make clear.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remained free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect...
Do you have information?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she...
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook, but I do...
All right. You didn't come out here just to tell...
I am not Mythal in her entirety. But yes, and now after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the dread...
Would you?
I shall aid you in any... even had I the power. What? I beg you.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think...
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into... 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction. A belief that only he may hold. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy. You may be in a position to determine how it ends.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you...
Wouldn't do me any good.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you, find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
I'll survive. What do I need to know?
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me this younger sister has not. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess,
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all?
a fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. Or against the Dreadwolf himself.
Thank you for the information.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered. The elves have learned many of the glories and... Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. There is your strength. 'Tis why you
Did Mythal see this?
A hope from a mother.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was. Has to be her.
How should we do this, Rook? Do you think she'll talk to us?
Guess we'll find out.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solus's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case. And I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganon and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the Blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the Blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solus defeated them.
And?
Stopping the Blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solus even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, betrayed by those I had ruled beside for centuries.
You made the difficult choice to protect your home because it was the right thing to do. Help me do the same.
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
I am worthy of your help.
That is for me to judge.
I am fighting to protect this world.
Any petty tyrant can fight those who come to their land and claim to be protecting their people. What is a protector to you?
It's making a place that's safe for everyone. That means defending against danger. But it also means building a strong community that works together for the common good.
And what have you built?
Look at my team. We're not just hired blades. We started as strangers and grew together into a family.
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
You can't want Elganon and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet they were better than the others who threatened your ancestors. Monsters like the Titans, or selfish fools like Anaris. Set the Blight aside, and tell me why I should help you topple your own gods.
How am I supposed to just set the Blight aside?
By making an argument not related to it, as I asked you to.
The Blight is a core part of who they are. And I don't think you're in favor of it.
My patience wears thin. Choose your next words carefully. Why must I give myself over to you?
Solus is helping me.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stay close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Maybe you should have listened when he warned you about staying on as rulers after the war.
Are you saying I was wrong?
You asked me what you should have done. I can't prove my worth by lying to you. Solus didn't want to manifest a physical body or destroy the Titans. He did things he hated because he cared about you. Supporting you and Elganon becoming rulers was the one line he wouldn't cross. If someone who followed you everywhere refused to follow you there, what does that say?
Your arguments are compelling. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you.
I offer one further boon. I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power. Evil has intruded here. The Blight, seeded by Elganon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
The essence of the Protector. Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
And now? What's the next step?
The god knows her moment. At least her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready. We did it. We got Mythal's essence.
And we didn't even have to fight her for it.
Not sure what we do with it just yet, but if Morrigan's telling the truth, it'll come in handy at some point.
Okay, listen. I've made a list of things to do in Minrathous. First, there's the Moonlight Bazaar.
Overpriced trinkets, and the tonics are half water.
Fine, but what about the new play? Bitter Wine, Bitter Blood.
Bad reviews. And the playwright might be a Venatori.
Plumeria? It's a restaurant.
That only serves mages.
That's allowed?
No, but the food's served in orbs that only dissolve with magical touch. It's part of the experience. They call it gourmeturgy.
Let's just go to Hallows's and throw stones off a dock.
You got it.
Strikes it. We should monitor the situation.
Company, get ready.
Another of those blighted Vatas. There's got to be some way to close them. Corruption. Undead. I'd say we find out who's responsible. Here it comes.
You got it.
I'm ready.
Not quite yet. Give me a second.
It's drawing power from the fate there.
It's not... Is it healing itself?
Now it's your turn.
Dark children orphan.
Should weaken it.
Let's go again.
Almost ready.
Got it.
Again? What will it take to stop this thing?
A wellspring is ready.
Ready to go. They're hitting us from afar. Ready to go again.
They're gone. The Vatar and that Revenant. All that's left is its essence. More essence.
Ready again.
Need to catch a breath.
Finish it.
Well, that's done.
We're not alone. Got us in the distance.
They're at range. Good. Hey, Nev. You ever been to the Cinder Vault?
How did you learn about the vault? Have you been to the vault?
Listen, when I heard they were organizing an offering of flesh, I thought to myself, I like you for a reason.
Well, back to our point.
Listen, when I heard they were organizing an offering of flesh, I thought to myself, Lace, that sounds like some Venatori plot. It wasn't a Venatori plot. I apologized. A lot. With my eyes shut. They were very nice about it.
Mm-hmm. At least a half dozen Shadow Dragons share that story.
Have they thought about renaming things?
You'd think they would.
So it was you.
You.
That one, that one!
Now there's a nice shot.
That's for the Voss family.
Family.
I think it's gone.
The family has justice, at least.
We should send word to Ida. No one needs to fear the well anymore.
Corruption seeps in.
Another revenant.
The Evanurus gnaw the roots. Their teeth. His are the...
That explains the bones.
Hold on.
That's the start.
Not quite yet.
Not yet.
Good to go.
The revenant's awake. This one's even stronger. drawing power from the Fate Tear.
It's not... Is it healing itself?
All set.
Ready again.
It's gone. And the Fate Tear too. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. The Fate Tear and the Revenant are both gone. The Revenant left its essence behind like before. These Revenants aren't just undead. There's something... more.
Regrets. Isn't...
This'll open the way.
Ready to go again. All right, you're trapped on a deserted island. You can bring 3 things. What are they?
An experienced sailor, a boat, and coin to bribe passage off the island.
That's not how this works.
Door. I think the essence we took from that Revenant might be our way through.
fought Darkspawn.
None of them touched me.
I will inspect you later.
All right.
Rook, Viago and I are visiting the new memorial. For those we've recently lost.
After all you have done, you are most welcome to join us. We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered. I'll miss hearing.
The diamond?
Just another thing that got...
A fine sentiment. And there is only so much good their deaths will bring.
Let's hope there is something in that.
When did you get here?
A while ago. Messages for loved ones. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
Is there anything...
I did mention...
But we should do...
A toast, then.
The time they bought us.
Neither will go to waste.
There's apple here.
There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
So much suffering. The gods are sending a warning to other cities. I think that art merchant with information on the Untup lives near here. Hello? All right? Done.
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please. My saviors, welcome!
The Argos said you had information on the Anton. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please look around. I hope Dir Viago can make next week's exhibition.
All right, we should talk to the market master of... Hello. This might sound strange.
It's bad for business. Everyone notices stay hidden. Listen.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Hardly got any sleep last night. Just the thought of living next to the blind.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Barely any customers today.
It's a wonder anyone still lives in the city, the way it is now.
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
Well, that would explain the Anton by about an hour ago. They took my best skull without paying.
Right here.
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camping ground district.
We can size anyone from dwarves to Kunari. Looking for a gift?
We're close to that camp where the Anton took that bunch of stolen sculptures.
Ready.
Okay, let's look around for that stolen art. Or any sign of what the Antam are doing. Nothing here.
Still nothing.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art.
I've got a hunch we should check with him again.
Is this what...
That merchant who said the Antam stole his artwork. He's with the Venatori. Bet he caught us listening in.
So he sent us off on a chase. Should have seen it coming.
The note said the Antam are... Okay. We're close to the camp where Antam are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Intruders!
It's those snoops from the market.
He said you weren't follow Venatori.
Just kill them.
Alright, let's find out what the Antam and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Canary blasting powder. The Antam are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive, much more explosive.
Well, look at what they can achieve when they work together.
We have to tell Tear and Viago.
shipment of supplies for the injured and the blighted just arrived. Sent by the Shadow Dragons.
Good news? The Venatori are helping the Antan make their Gadlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
We had better.
All right. Your deserted island scheme.
It's...
Over here. I have...
Now, where were we? Oh, right.
All right.
How much did you pay your informant again?
Enough to be certain. Zara's here. She owes me a debt of blood and misery, paid in full.
What took you so long? Did you stop for coffee again?
Ilario? What are you doing here?
I'm coming with you, cousin. No arguments.
This is my job.
This is Crow business.
How did you even know we'd be here?
Ah, Rook. Come to see how we're faring? Treviso will blossom again. You must let me show you the progress we've made.
Lucanus told you not to come.
This isn't your type of job, cousin. There's no one you can charm into dropping their guard. Only fanatics. All you can do is get yourself killed.
You think I'm not good enough?
Are you?
Fine. Have it your way, cousin. You know best.
Let's go, Rook. Zara is waiting.
Go on, then. Don't keep Zara waiting.
You were right, Lucanus. They are hiding in the chantry.
Ready with...
You dare interrupt! Venatori, make an offering of their blood to Lord Lusican and Lady Raphael.
Lucanus, going up. That's one for Rook. Something's ready. I'm good to go.
That was Portia, Zara's favorite dreamer and soothsayer. She used to come to the ossuary to read bones. If she's here, so is Zara.
Where does this go?
Another dark hole. Zara will not escape me.
We'll finish the job.
Stop now. You, I will bring Lady Zara your beating hearts as a gift. He'd follow Zara around the prison like a sycophantic shadow. We're close. He won't be far from her side. You die. And here are the bodyguards. Let's make this quick. Thanks. Anytime. Nonos and decimos. I don't know if those were their names or if Zara just numbered her guards. We're close. I can feel someone using blood magic. Hey. A lot of blood magic.
You can sense that.
It makes the back of my eyes hurt.
The work of a blood mage.
Goodness. It's terribly uncivilized to drop in on a lady unannounced. Now the evening's ruined.
You're gonna pay for everything you've done.
Spoken like a true peasant.
You're mine. I'm Zara. This ends with my knife through your heart.
Temper, Lucas. Such poor manners interrupting my bath. We're under fire. Just need a breath.
We need to close it.
You really are.
Just say when. Not until you're dead. I am present to pray.
No, not yet. So serious, Lucanus. Why don't we talk? I can tell you much about Venatori. And the crows.
No, I want her heart quivering on our life.
You want to know who betrayed you, don't you? Who sent you to the ossuary?
Doc.
I knew you were risk.
Ilario? I told you this is crow business.
Amato.
No! Mine! Get Ilario out!
What? No!
Rook, I can't! That's enough!
What did you do to him?
Nothing. I don't know what happened any better than you. You have to get him out of here. Rook, keep him away. From Treviso, from the cross. He is a danger to the family.
You're awake.
Yes. I've been trying to figure out what to say to you. And there aren't words. I never wanted you to see me like that.
The way you're dealing with...
I know. We need to talk about it.
He wants you to stay away from the crowd.
He's not wrong. He used blood magic to control spite.
What? How?
I don't know, but...
I didn't say anything because he's your cousin, but I've always had a bad feeling about Ilario.
For his sake, let's hope you're wrong. Rook, you did not need to come with me on this, but I'm grateful that you did.
Are we good? Or better, at least?
You and I? Yes. But Spite and I, we cannot go on.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Manifestation. offer, Dweller, I will answer. Need and knowledge.
One of the wardens at Weishaupt, Ariana. She was from Enrathis. I wrote to the family. Not every warden does. Anyway. Antoine and
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a cab.
We're only going for 2...
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple...
No.
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
An expedition?
You...
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Harding?
Yes?
Don't you...
Fine.
I really have looked...
Me?
Ah.
Well...
How